It's time to decorate my big happy planner for the week of February 17th through the 23rd. I'm going to be using this, which is a sticker book I got on Amazon. It's not really a sticker book. It's more like washi tape sticker pages. And you have to cut it out yourself with an X-Acto knife. But that's kind of part of the fun, I think. I mean, they can fit a lot more stickers on here without making them kiss cut. So I'm going to be using this and some black boxes. This one is color themed, which is really cool. And I thought I would choose two colors, and one side would be the one color and the other side would be the other color. And when I was looking at these, I really liked the mint green, okay, with the pink. I thought that was really cute. I've made quite a few pink spreads lately, but I thought maybe I would continue using pink in every spread in February since it's like the month of love, you know? So I feel like that sort of makes sense. So I think this side will be pink and this side will be green. And I'm going to be using circle boxes today, which maybe will give you some ideas of how to use circle boxes. But this sticker book is Bright Boxes by Happy Planner. It's a mega sticker book, so it has a lot of them in here. And there are some circles, some black circles in here. So I thought I would just use these. And I know they have like colorful letters on them, but it's not very noticeable. So we're going to take both of these pages out. And let's begin. So my idea is to like take one of these circle stickers and cluster a lot of the pink stickers around it, like a lot of the little ones. I thought I'd mainly do it in the middle, but I'm not exactly sure, and I might use more than one box per day. So I'm just going to start by putting this down right in the middle there, and then maybe I'll take another one and maybe actually no. I was going to put it here, but then it's really smack dab between 2 days. So why don't I do this? And we'll overlap a little bit. That way I get 2 boxes on Monday. And now let's cluster some pink. Oh, I went to do this. This is what I do. Okay. So I got this sticker book on Amazon. I will link it for you. It is really, really cute. And every time I open it, I see different things. And some of them are a little disturbing, like this. Oh, I crossed those out. I thought they had X's in them, but no, I think when I did a flip through of this, I crossed them out because I was like, those are creepy. I'm pretty sure I did that. Let's start with this bunny. And basically, you just want to take an X-Acto and cut around it. This is such a thin sticker because it's like a washi tape sticker, so you really don't need a lot of pressure. However, you do need good eyesight. I cannot see well right now, so I'm going to put my glasses on. I'm definitely going to be editing this video because I'm not going to be, you don't want to sit and watch me cut every individual sticker that I'm going to use. I feel like that is just boring as anything. Nobody has time for that, you know? So I'll let you watch me cut out a couple of them, and then I'll probably just be editing that part out because snooze fest, right? Actually, I cut through the page. I got to be careful. Maybe I'll use my little cutting mat that I got so I don't go through. There's the bunny. We'll name him George. I know he's wearing pink, but that's okay. Boys can wear pink too. All right. I think George is going to go right here. I kind of want to white out those black lines underneath him because, like I said, this is such a thin sticker that you kind of need to do that sometimes. You don't need to, but you may want to. I'm filming this on Valentine's Day. You're not watching it on Valentine's Day, though. last night I was sitting watching TV and there was a knock on the door, and that always freaks me out because, you know, it was like, I don't know, 6:30 and it was dark outside and somebody's knocking on my door. Quite freaky, but actually I wasn't scared because it was my daughter Allie, and when Allie comes over, she has a specific knock that she uses every single time, so then I'm not scared. But she didn't tell me she's coming over, and she always tells me. So I was surprised, and she brought me, it was her and her boyfriend, and they brought me chocolates. They brought me a little bucket of like candy and cookies and popcorn and flowers. It was so nice. It was for Valentine's Day, obviously. I think Allie probably feels bad because she knows I'm alone, but very, very sweet of them to do that. So that made me happy. I also have some washi tape. Where is it? I thought maybe some black and white washi would be cool in here too. I don't know where I got this. I feel like this is probably Live Love Posh washi tape because she has these black and white packs. I'm just going to rip little pieces of it. Ooh, I could even put it over that so that the colors there are covered up. Not that I need to, but let's get another box. I'm going to layer it over the bunny a little bit for Tuesday. And now we're going to go in. I'm probably going to put some of these women in here. I think they're pretty cool. Ooh, I like this girl. She looks like she should be blowing a bubble. I'm going to use her. So like I said, cutting these out is a little time consuming, but if you're doing this by yourself, at least what I have found is that it's sort of calming. Taking your time and cutting around something, it's sort of, I don't know. It's part of the process, like the creative process, and I sort of don't mind it. Now, when I'm doing these videos, I kind of mind it because I know I have to edit all of that out or talk through it or whatever, but this is not coming off. Wait, I'm pulling this page out. But when you're doing it alone, I don't know, I find it a little bit fun. Maybe it's just me. You want to make sure you have a sharp knife though when you're doing this, because otherwise it's not going to work well. I actually need to change my blade. You can use scissors. It's just harder when it's on a big page like this, and I have used scissors to cut out like the whole thing. But I think it's better to not do that because then you have like the whole backing. I'm going to put her right here. And I know well, actually maybe on the line because she ends kind of awkwardly, right? Let me get the scissors and just cut this part off. So sometimes I do like to use these different kinds of sticker books because I get a little bit bored at times with just using Happy Planner stickers or like Live Love Posh or something. I like doing different things sometimes, so that's sort of the reasoning behind this. I could put some pink washi in here too. That might be kind of cool. I have this tape. It's just like a little delicate pink polka dot. I can't tell you where I got it from. I've had this forever. I feel like since I started planning, I've had this one. So it may not stick well. We'll see. They do lose their stickiness after a while. Or maybe we can put it right under her. Okay, what else can we put over here? I want like kind of an explosion of pink here, so we need to get on it. I gravitate toward the stuffed animals. I'm not going to put another stuffed animal on there, but I do like little plushies, I will say. I'm a child, in case you didn't realize that already. I tend to like childish things, what can I say? And I'm all right with that. I'm 57, so I really don't care anymore what people think about that kind of thing. I'm just myself. We have a little doll. Ooh, I like these flowers, actually. Let's use those. I know there's a little green on them, but I think that's okay because we're going to have green on the other side anyway. La la la, so boring for you. We'll put a little mixtape in there. Actually, I don't know that it's a mixtape. It's a cassette tape though, which I used to have a big collection of cassette tapes back in the day. Of course I did. It's kind of cool being Gen X because we saw the whole evolution of music as far as like records when we were young, and then it went to, why is this not coming off the page? And then it went to, well, if you're an older Gen Xer, you'll remember albums. I mean, you might if you're younger too. But yeah, we started with albums and 45s, and then when we got a little bit older, it was like 8-tracks, which I never had. And then it went right into cassettes, and then I feel like cassette to CD was pretty quick, but in each stage I had a big collection of music with that, in that form. And then of course eventually we just got rid of CDs and ended up streaming everything, which is so weird to think about. When I was in high school, I would have thought it was the coolest thing in the world to be able to listen to any music I wanted at any time. It is so crazy to think about that sometimes because I'm from the generation where we used to have our tape recorder and hit the 2 buttons and record off the radio, and we'd have to wait for our favorite song to come on. We'd just listen to all the songs until it came on and then quick ran to it was crazy. And if you wanted to listen to a whole album, you had to buy the album. There was no other way to do it. So today, it's just crazy when I think about stuff like that, I mean, honestly, same thing with TV. We had to be home when the show was on. And if we weren't, we had eventually we had a VCR where we could record it. But there was a lot of years where we didn't have that. And so you had to be home. And then, but if you weren't going to be home, you had to tape it later on, It just so weird to me now because it's changed so much. And in a way, the change is really good, but in a way, it's not good because, should we put a present in here? Yeah. In a way, it's really good because you can listen to anything you want and you can watch pretty much whatever you want at any time, which is just so cool, right? But I think the thing that I think about sometimes, especially watching my kids, is that when I was a kid and a teenager and even, an adult, the choices that we had of things to watch or things to listen to were small. It was like a small amount of choices that we had. So you could watch ABC, NBC, CBS, and PBS, before cable. And UHF. That was it. So you could look at the TV guide. Yes, we had a TV guide. You could look at the TV guide and think, which of these 3 things am I going to watch tonight at 8 o'clock? But it is obviously so different now that it's just bizarre, And there's so many choices now that you could spend an hour just sitting there, and I probably have, on Netflix, browsing through and watching trailers and looking at reviews online, trying to figure out what to watch for the day. And then you don't have to wait, Once you figure out the show you want to watch, you can just keep watching all of them. Most of the time you can do this. And you don't have to wait until next week to watch the next one. And then there was also reruns in between there too, especially of course in the summer you'd get all the reruns, but in between on different certain days, it's oh, it's a rerun tonight, And it's just so strange thinking about that now. So in a way, I love it now, and in a way, I feel like it's overwhelming and just too much. And I can't decide which I feel like is true, like what I like better. Let's get an ice cream cone. I remember days when I was really looking forward to a show, before we could tape it or anything, or even when we could tape it. I was really, really looking forward to a show, like say one of my favorite shows, and the episode was going to be really good. And it ended on a cliffhanger last time, and you waited all week, and then, why is this not coming off? And then it's a thunderstorm. It's a thunderstorm, and all of a sudden you lose power and you feel like your world is ending. Of course, I was a kid, so I felt like it was the end of the world, but because you can't see it again until they put it in a rerun. And there's no way to look it up online even to see, because we didn't have online, so you couldn't look it up to see what happened. So you had to ask your friends, maybe they didn't lose power, or wait until it came out, maybe like in a magazine or something. Just so strange thinking about it now, but obviously kids these days don't understand that feeling. Or say you had like say you had to go to like dinner for your grandmother's birthday or something, and it just happened to be right at your favorite show, and there's nothing you could do about it. You couldn't see it after that. Okay, that's good for now. I think I'm going to add some more in, but I think that's cute. Let's go to the mint green pages. They have two greens in here. We have the mint green pages and then the other, like the olive green, the brighter greens, but I like the mint. Let's get another another circle. Let's get this little envelope. It has a little bit of pink in it, but there's pink right here, so it's a nice little transition. Sometimes when I use circle stickers, I tend to only keep to the circles. And then other times I do weave in some regular boxes. It's just, I find it difficult when you have a lot of roundness, to go into like squares and things, because I don't like the combo necessarily of that. I do it sometimes though. So it just really depends, but I don't love when that happens. Let's add a little bit of this. So when I use circles, I tend to mostly stick with circles. Not always, but usually. Look at that. Look at that stapler. Ooh, I kind of want that. That's really cool. It doesn't exist probably. Some books maybe, or, I like the butterfly. Let's use that. I think before we got into streaming music, like Spotify and I guess Apple Music, YouTube Music or whatever, I use Spotify, but before we got into that, there was a period of time in the early 2000s, I guess, when a lot of us were downloading it illegally. Remember LimeWire? And I will say I didn't do it much, but I did do it once in a while. It was very tempting. So there you go. I just told you I broke the law. Don't arrest me. But, once in a while I did that, and I felt bad, like I was going to get caught and arrested. But obviously I did not. But yeah, I didn't do it much. But then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden it's like, oh, I guess it was Spotify. They came on the App Store, and then all of a sudden it was like, okay, we can listen to whatever we want at any time. This is pretty cool. And now I'm just used to it. Let's get another box. So I do think that being Gen Z and living through all the technology as it progressed is pretty cool, and we just saw a lot. And obviously, especially if you're older, or like boomer age, or like the older generation has seen even more, and it's just so neat. And I guess that's just life. That'll probably happen no matter what. Like even my grandkids are going to be saying that, but I do feel like the last, I don't know, 20, 30 years have been very significant as far as progression of stuff. And I say this as I am making a video on my phone to put out into the world, which obviously didn't seem possible before. So it's pretty cool. I don't think I want to put this. This is too much solid mint. We're going to save this for a second and hopefully remember it, but I'm going to use a girl instead. She looks too sad. We're not going to use her. I'm sort of leaning toward this girl. I don't know why. She looks a little sad too, but I think it's because of the color. Mint is a different color and I want to vary it because that butterfly and the envelope are sort of the same, and so is the popsicle. So I want to bring in some other colors too. So I'm still working out, but I have some issues lately at the gym. I am, well, not just at the gym, but at home too. I pulled a lat muscle in my back from scooping and leaves in the fall, and then it never quite healed. And then I was shoveling snow, and it's on my right side, and just the scooping motion, this motion over and over repetitively, has caused an injury of sorts. So I've been struggling with that. And then this week, all of a sudden, I have this knee pain, my left knee, that was kind of there a little bit before, but now it seems constant, like chronic, especially with any sort of twisting motion at all. So I'm dealing with that, and it's a real frustration because I'm making progress at the gym and now I have to back off on a lot of exercises. Like today we did landmine squats. I couldn't do them. I had to do something different that wasn't as, didn't work it out as much. So it just is kind of a bummer. So that's what I'm dealing with. But I'm hypermobile, and whether I have Ehlers-Danlos or not, I definitely have loose joints. And so my joints will sort of what's called subluxate, I think, and they don't fully go out of joint, but they kind of do a little bit, and causes me pain quite often, temporary pain, and then it'll go away. But like lately, this knee feels more like it's going to be a chronic thing. So this is not something I'm happy about. And the main reason, especially like I have a shoulder issue too, that's kind of crooked, but we're going to leave it. The main reason I'm not happy about it is because I am making progress at the gym, and I do not want to, like, maybe I'll wipe that out too under there. I don't want to like hold back, and I can handle the pain. I just don't want it to get worse so that I can't do anything, and I want to keep getting stronger. And it's just such a frustration. If you're young, if you're like, say younger than, well, if you're any age, you should work out. But if you're young, keep in mind that now is the time for you to get strong, because you're so much less likely to get injured when you're young and you're working out. If you wait too long, it's not good. I mean, I am constantly having to modify for stuff at the gym because I'm older now, and nothing works as well as it did when I was younger, So I wish, like, if I could go back in time, I wish I would have been consistent when I was young, and I wasn't, and I regret that. So keep that in mind if you're a young person in your 20s or 30s or 40s even, but just remember that, because I think it'll serve you well to do it now. And I know it's hard. I know it's super hard sometimes to get yourself to do it. I understand, but you're going to thank yourself later when you're older. You really will. That's why I'm doing it now, because I want to thank myself when I'm in like my 70s and 80s. I want to be like, thank God I started working out when I was in my 50s consistently, because now I am not as bad as I would be, you know. Let's put one up. That's like the same level as that. We don't want that, but we want it like sort of right here. It's interesting, like some videos are funny that I have out and some are just very thought-provoking. I feel like I'm very pensive today, you know, and that'll happen. You never know what you're gonna get. That's what I always say. Let's put, ooh, we need to find a mint green. You know, we have that little washi tape there. We need like a mint green washi, but before I do that, let's add a little bit more of this in here. Let's just put it, no, we don't want to do the same exact thing. Let's put it up instead of down. Put it up here and we'll layer it right onto that a little bit. Okay, let me pause and see if I can find some of that green. Okay, this is another one that actually is really old, but it's pretty much the only mint green that I see on my washi tape rack, although I still have a bunch of washi I haven't put on that rack. Yes, since I moved a year and a half ago. Don't judge. But very old washi. I don't know where I got it. So your guess is as good as mine. This is, by the way, a 𝘰𝘮𝘧𝘪𝘠𝘀 white gel pen, which is my favorite kind of white gel pen, and I buy them in packs. I give them out at Go Wild. I use them myself. They're just a great overall gel pen for writing on dark paper or for coloring these lines in. They just work really, really well in my opinion, better than other ones I've tried. Okay, let's add some more mint up in here. Let's add the books in because they have a little bit more of like a blue, and that's like a little more blue than these. So we're gonna add these in. Plus they're books, come on. I love books. So I was gonna talk a little bit about dating, but here's the problem I have with that. So if I meet someone and I feel like they're pretty trustworthy and I get a good vibe from them, I will tell them that I'm a YouTuber, like on the, usually the second date or third date. This guy I told on the first date. This guy I went out with last week, or earlier in the week actually. And the problem, well, these are really big, but so is the plushie, so we're all right. The problem I have, I want to put them here though. Interrupting myself constantly. I just whited that out and now I'm moving this, but we can put it a little bit where the whiteout is. The problem I have is that if I tell someone about my YouTube channel, whoa, barks. Bumble sees a threat. Let's add this somewhere else. Maybe just right here. I'm kind of annoyed that it's stripes now because these are stripes. I don't think I'm going to use it. Instead, what I think I'll do, there's like some stickers in here that look like washi. So I'm going to use those, I think. So as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by my animal, and I am going to pause in a minute if she doesn't stop, don't worry. I was trying to say that if I tell someone about my YouTube channel, then they go and watch my videos, and then they could be watching this video right now. The problem I have with that is that I don't want to talk about that person when they are watching what I'm saying, like they're listening to it. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm not going to be talking about him. Hi, John, if you're watching. Because I feel like it's disrespectful or just not nice in general to, you know, kind of gossip about my date when he might be listening. And I don't want that. So if it happens to go somewhere, you know, maybe later I might say, hey, it didn't work out or whatever. But I'm going to see him again this weekend. So I feel like since he knows about my channel and I'm seeing him again, that he might watch this and it might just be awkward, right? So we're not doing that because we are good humans and don't want anyone to feel weird. So you're not getting any scoop, but I am going on a second date with him. Ooh, let's put this little bunny in there. Another bunny, I know, but she's cute. We're going to painting with a twist, which is fun. That was his suggestion, which was really nice. I do enjoy an artsy date. So that's a little bit different than your average, you know, going out to dinner or whatever. So I think that's nice. Now, I am not good at painting though. So that should be interesting. You might be saying, Marielle, what are you talking about? You're good at painting? No, you've never seen me paint. You really have not. I know that I'm creative in other ways, but I'm not great with paint. So it'll be fun though. It's just like for fun, but I don't care how good it is, but still, I'm definitely not very artistic that way. Why can't I not get her off there? Now my date seems to be, he's very creative in lots of ways, so I feel like he's going to be good at it. So he'll probably show me up. I don't know. But it's not a competition, obviously. It's just for fun. So we'll be fine. Well, come on, little girl. We can do it. Get off the page. Susie Q. This is Susie Q. In case you're wondering, I didn't name the people. We're not naming people today. Sorry. She's gonna, like, part of her is gonna stand on the book. There's a lot of whiting out in this video, and I'm gonna be sitting and editing this for a long time because this is taking a long time, but it's actually very fun, and it's sort of a calming activity for me today, and I kind of needed that. I needed a calm activity today, and every day. I like a good, peaceful, calm activity. What else? I kind of want another box, another circle right there. We're going to add a little more pink in there. But I sort of want to like bring it up a little bit. And then maybe bring one down here. So it's sort of like bubbling and going like, I don't know. Sort of. I hate that all these say take note or very busy. And they're all like that. I just don't, I don't know. I don't like that this says take note and take note. So I'll probably put some washi tape up there or something. We're going to put another one right there for my very busy Sunday, which probably will not at all be busy, which is how I like it. Let's white out take note. Also, note to happy planner, like maybe make less ones that say things like that, because now we have a very busy, and I had to take note. So if you're gonna put sayings on them, maybe make them different for most of them, or just leave them off, because I prefer none. But again, that's me and my preferences. We're all different, so who knows? Okay, we're gonna add more mint over here. Ooh, I kind of like her. I should have put her in. I don't want two people. She looks a little like Winona Ryder. A little bit. Let's put a candle in. So anyway, John watched my videos, and when he like I gave him my channel, and I always feel weird about this because not all my videos are good. And don't say they are, because they're not. Not all of them. Some of them are boring. Some of them, you know, are just normal, or sometimes the spread's ugly, but also some of them are really funny. Listen, I can say that about myself. I know sometimes I'm funny. Patting myself on the back, but some of them are funny, and some of them are really thought-provoking and very inspiring, you know, mentally, like the ones about mental health, or where I just talk a lot about my deep thoughts, right? But they're not all like that. And the problem is I do not know. Like, I've made some videos that I'm really proud of in the past. And I'm just talking like a regular plan with me. And I'm proud of them because of either what I said, how I said it, or how entertaining it was. And this is aside from like the content. Like, of course, I'm proud of the ones that did well with like 10 ways to do this or whatever. I'm proud of those. But sometimes I'm just proud on a regular old video because of how it went down. But a lot I'm not. So when I give someone my channel name, I feel this weird pressure to like, that I don't know which ones are the ones that I really liked. So what I should have been doing all along is making a note of those ones that I was really proud of, so that when someone said, hey, what do you do? I could say, well, here's an example, and send them a video. And that way they get an example of a good video, and because I don't know which ones they're clicking on. So it could just be this random, every video they click on could be like just a meh one, right? And so I feel the pressure. So I don't know. I should probably ask you guys, like maybe you know, maybe you have favorites that have been important to you or that you're very entertained by. If you do, let me know or give me some sort of idea so that maybe I can go back and kind of find some of them that I like now and make a list. I know it's sort of weird. I shouldn't care maybe, but do you know what I mean? I sort of do care about that for some reason, because I want to give a good example of my work. I don't know. I'm going to put this guy in here because like he's so cool. I sent John this this one video. I gave him one example, and because he said, oh, I watched your Valentine video, or I saw part of your Valentine spread video. And I said that was like a worst example because that one I didn't even edit. And there's probably a lot of ums and ahs. And also I feel like that one was sort of boring. I don't know. And I happened to have a comment recently, and I read all my comments. I know I don't respond to them all. I just literally cannot. I don't even like them all, but I do read them all. And just because I didn't click the like doesn't mean I didn't like it. It's just that I don't know. Sometimes I don't click the like. I honestly don't know. But I read almost all of them unless I get a whole bunch at once. I might miss some. But so I had a comment from this person recently who said they were really entertained by this one video and they thought it was so funny and I cracked them up. So I went back and looked at that video, and it was my birthday spread in 2022. And so I went back and sort of browsed through that video to see what she meant. And I was pretty funny in that one. So I ended up sending that to him. Was like, here's an example of how I kind of get sort of wacky in my videos. You know, I don't want to call it funny because sometimes like it's not always funny, but it's sort of weird, right? I kind of go off the rails at times, which is a little entertaining, I think. When I watch them back, I'm like, what the heck? But I'm putting it out there anyway, right? So I sent him that one because I thought that might be a good example of like my weirdness. I'm going to cut this one out. It says, I can't do this, but I'm doing it anyway. Story of my life. So yeah, I would love to know if you have any favorites that, not necessarily the ones that you learned a lot of planning from, but just favorites in that respect, like what I say in the video, or how entertained you were, or how it made you feel in a certain kind of way. I would like to know those. I know that you probably don't remember either. So you probably can't help me with that, but I'm just interested so that I can maybe start a little list. Let's put a small sticker in here, like this little bow. And I don't know why I feel pressured. I just don't want somebody to look at the bad ones only and be like, wow, she has 86,000 followers. Why? Wait, I meant subscribers, and no, that's on Instagram. I don't have that many on this. 82? I forget how much I have right now. I don't look at it that much. Get off the page, please. Thank you. Oh, let's put it at the top of the box, maybe like a little bow box. This video is taking me so long because I'm cutting out all these individual stickers. I don't even know how long this is going to be, but I guess I'm going to cut it down a lot. We obviously need a little bit more here. It looks very bare. I could put that plant in, but it's just a little bit too like, it's a different color green. I guess that's okay though. There's this cactus. I'm gonna cut this one out and put it like on top of that box. The other thing about my videos is usually I don't get in the groove of speaking and being insightful or funny or whatever until maybe 75% of the way through the video, because it takes me a while to start the spread, get set up, think about what I want to talk about. Like, it doesn't always get good until towards the end. And most people don't watch the whole video, let's be honest. Like, most people don't. I know a lot of you do, which is great, but most people, especially if they're not subscribers, they really don't. So they might click off when they hear me talk and be like, this is boring, you know? So that annoys me too, like, because I feel like, ooh, I cut that perfectly. I made it on an angle, do you see that? For the box, and I did it perfectly. Oh, that makes me very happy. Look at that. Huh. Yay me. Anyway, it's frustrating for me because I feel like a lot of videos are like that, where it's like 75, 80% of the way through, it gets really good, but nobody's going to see it, you know? Oh, well. Oh, geez. Oh, she scared me so bad. Oh, she made me jump. Good thing I wasn't using this. Yikes. Hold on. She obviously saw a dog. What am I doing? I'm putting these macarons here. Something little needs to go in there, right? Also, the white spaces I will probably fill with some words. I think I'm going to do an after the pen video on this one. Do not hold me to it, but I feel like this might be a good one. I'll probably be using like light pink pen over here and light green pen over here, and I think it will look really cute. And I know in the beginning of the year I sort of promised you, not promised, but I said what I'm going to try to do is give you an after the pen video every month so you can see how I use my planner, because I know it's important. I know people need to see me use it so that they, especially if they're beginners, kind of have an idea of how I use it. And I also like to put it out there because I do get, and I talked about this recently, but I do get a lot of comments about people saying it's a sticker book and how it's not functional, and it really is, but they don't know it because they don't watch the videos where I'm using it, you know? They just watch the videos where I'm decorating it, which is most of the videos. So that's why I want to try to do one of those a month so that at least people might catch that and be like, oh, okay, she does use it. I can see why they'd think that, you know? I do need more pink over here, and I also feel like I want another box. Let's get another one. I mean, circle, whatever. We're not going to put very busy. How about the plan right here for Saturday? So there's 2 weekend boxes on each day. Now there's so many here, so I do want to add a little bit more over here. We'll do the plan. I don't want to do that, okay? Maybe all the way up. It's too much of a line there, though. I know now I have 3 boxes on Monday as well, and I don't think I have that much going on Monday, but it's also my journal, so I'll be able to journal in those boxes if I don't have anything. I'm wondering if I should put lines in here as well, like with the checklist stencil, or not. I just pulled off a little bit of the page there. No biggie, no biggie. We are going to put it like right here, maybe. Whoops. I don't know. How do I feel about that? No, that's like too high. I don't know how to do this right. We're down here or here. What if I did like a little trio? I kind of like that better. This is a long one. 1997, that was the year that my twins Allie and Heather were born. I should put that in here. 'Twas a good year. They've grown into wonderful women. And Heather is having her own daughter really soon. She's so cute. She keeps texting me and calling me going, you know, telling me how big the baby is this week. They have those apps now where she's like, it's a pineapple this week, it's a papaya. You know, I think this week it's a papaya, although I feel like that's smaller than a pineapple, but what do I know? But anyway, she's a lot like me, okay? So she definitely is a deep thinker, and she talks a lot to me about like, I can't believe there's a human being inside of me, right? So when you're pregnant, obviously you have that feeling sometimes, but some of us feel that a little bit more than others because we're super introspective or thinking about it a lot. Like there is an actual human. She keeps saying like there is a human being. Like this is a little girl and she is inside of me and she's gonna come out and I'm gonna be her mother. Like it's really cute. Like she's very excited, but also just completely amazed by the whole thing. And so am I. You know, human life is absolutely incredibly amazing. It's a shame that you don't need a permit or a class or something or some sort of talent at all to have a child, because you should be, that should be a given. Like you should have to take classes or something, because everybody can just make a human. And I find that to be incredibly interesting and just so strange that it takes zero skill to make a human. And like it's the most important thing in the world. And we're just out here doing it, making, you know, I didn't mean like doing it, but you know, it obviously is that too. But like we're just making human beings on the fly, right? It's just so weird. But anyway, we talk a lot about that kind of thing. And she's just really excited. And I'm so excited for her and for me, because I can't wait to meet that little girl. And we were wondering, like, because Heather looks a lot like me. I don't know if you saw my pictures on Instagram of the baby shower and me and her together. She's my mini-me. She really does look a whole lot like me. I call her Heather. I call her like Mary Ellen 2.0 because she is like blonde hair. Well, she was blonder when she was young, but like lighter hair, blue eyes, like she's so pretty. And I feel like she's just the best version of me, you know? And so we were like, what if she comes out looking like us, you know? And then this like the 3.0 version, I don't know. But we always joke too that her and her husband, Chris, sort of look alike in a way. They're one of those couples that you're like, oh yeah, they kind of resemble each other. So we're like, are we gonna know? Does she look like Heather or Chris, or are we not gonna be able to tell because they look kind of alike? What? What? We're almost done here. And obviously Bumble is done. She's had it. So let's just put a little bit more, like maybe this little, I don't know about that cocktail. There's like a Barbie doll in there or something. Okay, maybe not. Maybe the cotton candy, the real bunny rabbits. I want to put this little pig in there because it's very cute. Yeah, this is one of those spreads that took a very long time, just so you're aware. This is not a half an hour spread. I don't know how long it's been, but my guess is probably an hour and 15, hour and 20 by now. It is not a short one, but I think it's worth it because I think this is really cute. I don't know about that placement of that pig though. Maybe one more thing underneath it. I just enjoy doing something different sometimes. Another thing you could do if you don't have these kinds of sticker books is if you have magazines. I don't know, do people have magazines anymore though? Like magazines or junk mail even, you know? I say this because I have a junk journal now and I'm trying to remember to use that kind of stuff. But honestly, I keep throwing away. I keep like recycling all my paper and packaging and everything because I keep forgetting I have a junk journal. So I really shouldn't be doing that. So I can use some of that for various things, but I keep throwing stuff away. But anyway, you could use like anything for spreads, you know? You don't have to buy stickers. You don't have to do that. Like you can cut things out of whatever you have, right? You could draw. There's so many different things you could do. And I have a video from a couple of years ago on ways to plan without stickers. So you can check that out if you want. I'll try to remember to link it for you, but no guarantees there. We have a little alarm clock on Monday because Monday feels like alarm clocks and coffee. I didn't see any pink coffee in here though. Oh, look at that alarm clock with the cat. Okay, what else? Are we done? I mean, there's definitely room for more colorful stickers, but I think what I'm going to do, well, maybe a couple more green. Like I like how this is overlapped. I like how some of it overlaps the boxes and some boxes overlap the stickers. I think we maybe need one more here or here to kind of overlap some. And then I think what I'll do is refer to this sticker book throughout the week and just pull stickers from here. I might try to keep all of the stickers like in the middle though, instead of putting them around at the top. I think this is going to be all writing. And I don't think I'm going to put lines in this one. I think I want to have the freedom to do whatever I want. But what I might do, maybe I'll make lines in the sidebar. Hold on, let's finish this part. I'm looking for like the right color mint. Oh, beautiful, I like that. I like throwing random words in with the pictures. I think that's really fun. If you saw my video where I used one of these sticker books recently, I did like that vintage one. That was fun. And I did that with that one, just like threw random words in. And what I usually do when I put in these words is, since this is my journal, I'll relate the word to what I'm writing. So I might write like, I feel beautiful today, or I don't feel beautiful, or what a like the weather is beautiful, or you know what I mean? I'll just kind of work this word into my journaling, which is fun. I'll do the same thing with what? Bumble's had it. Bumble's like, I have had it, mother. I am done, she says. All right, well, okay, do you want to come in my lap? Come here. She says, enough is enough. Wait, ready? Bumble ASMR. Ready? Go ahead. Oh, now you're quiet. Seriously? Go ahead, talk. Woof, woof. That's it. Woof. I was hoping for a better voice there. This is the toy in question. It's disgusting and dirty and gross. Why do you want to put that in your mouth, Bumble? I don't know. It is nasty. You are nasty, but I love you so much, and you're a special girl. You're not nasty. I'm just kidding. I don't want to give her a complex. You're beautiful. Maybe that's what I'll write there. Bumble is beautiful. She really is. She's so pretty. Okay. I think since Bumble's had enough, what I'm going to do, like I said, I'll add maybe more of these in the middle later, depending on how much I write. And then what I will do, though, is I feel like I want to do like a pink-green pen situation for some lines there. And I'll do, instead of doing to-do lists during the week, I will do like a long to-do list here for the week, because I tend to not put things on specific days anyway. So I think a long list is actually good. And then I'll just do like appointments here. The rest is going to be journaling. Like all these blank spaces will be journaling. But like I said, I'm going to try to do an after the pen to kind of show you how to do it. I don't know, but we'll see. Let me pause for a minute and try to find some pink and green pens. Hold on. Okay, when I got pens, I ended up seeing this sticker. It says, I'm going to make a very beautiful life for myself no matter what it takes. And I thought that was really nice. So I put that in, and then it looked bare here. So I put this one in, and then this looked bare over here, and I put her in. And yeah, for now that's good. So we're gonna go ahead and use this. Oh, I gotta put my cap back on this. This will dry out. This is a Happy Planner checklist stencil. I have an EC pen, Erin Condren, and Archer and Olive, and we're just gonna make a big long list over here. And I'm going to alternate pink, green, because I think that'll be cute. I'm going to leave space at the top to write to do, but I'll be doing that later probably. Isn't it funny, the more stickers you add, the more you feel like you need to add, because there's like these weird blank spaces. I don't think this pen is working. I think it's starting to run out, which could be an issue. Oh, it is starting to run out. Darn it. Well, it still looks cute, I suppose. It's just not exactly what I wanted, but it's fine. That one I tried to go over more, and now it looks like too dark compared to the rest, but that's where we are. I feel like I definitely could have done that better, but I'll fix it when I write in it. All right, so that is that. I'm gonna call this one something interesting, I hope. Let's call it, let's use this pen. What should we call this? I'm not calling it pink and green, I'm not. I'm going to let you guys name it in the comments, because I'm feeling uninspired right now because I just did all this and now I have no creativity in me left. It's all drained out. It's all gone. Boo-hoo. So leave a comment. Let me know what I should call it, and then I will choose one of them. I'll write it down and I'll credit you, because that's what I do here. All right. Thank you guys so much if you're still here. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.